Donald Trump claims that Governor Ron DeSantis actually used to drink with underage girls when he was a high school teacher in the state of Georgia. The governor has responded to this. Let me give you the breakdown. Let me first start with the response. Here it is.
I spend my time delivering results for the people of Florida and fighting against Joe Biden. That's how I spend my time. I don't spend my time trying to smear other Republicans.
Okay, but I do. So let's put up the picture. All right? Now, everyone is well aware I am antithetical to the policy position of conservatives. But this is a different type of question. Now, granted, Donald Trump likely has similar issues in his background, but let's discuss the answer, non-answer given by DeSantis. You see the picture? What you're looking at is basically a meme. And yes, it is confirmed. The governor of Florida used to be a school teacher at a private institution in the state of Georgia. On Tuesday, Trump responded to two photos posted to Truth Social of a man posing with three women, with a caption claiming that it was of DeSantis grooming high school girls with alcohol as a teacher. That's not Ron, is it? He would never do such a thing, Trump responded. No way, he wrote under another post. Asked about Trump's attacks, the governor told reporters on Wednesday, I spend my time delivering results for the people of Florida and fighting against Joe Biden. I don't spend my time trying to smear other Republicans. Now, let me say this. It is really ironic, obviously, that he did not answer the question as it was presented. He pivoted, something that seasoned politicians know how to do very well. The headline of the Hill Reporter, this is an interesting dynamic. The article read, and I quote, exclusive pick, Ron DeSantis accused of attending drinking party with students at high school where he taught. According to the story, information about the photograph was provided to a Hill reporter by a source with close knowledge of the matter. While the article did say that the girls loved DeSantis, it made no direct claim or provided any evidence in regard to the idea he had been grooming them for sex. That specific claim appeared to have been born in the meme, which Trump later reshared. About a week ago, I did a commentary about the new opposition research firm that will engage against DeSantis due to Trump. That is the plan. The plan is to have significant opposition research to go after people who Trump believes is a threat. So this is part of it. Now, it doesn't mean that all of the opposition research is wrong or a lie. It does mean it has an agenda, but it doesn't mean it can't be true. All right, there's more. According to our whistleblower, DeSantis had a reputation among students for being a young, hot teacher, that's ironic, who girls love. And the girls in the photo were believed to have graduated in 2002, making them seniors at the time, the story read. The reason why that's important is because they would have still been under the direct teaching guidance of Ron DeSantis, if true. All right, now, let me switch gears for a moment. This, what I'm about to show you, gives you a clear example that white males who pretend as if people like Marjorie Taylor Greene are normal, white conservatives who act as if we are not in the twilight zone, they are well aware exactly what has happened to their political structure known as the Republican Party. Sean Hannity could not answer a direct question from Geraldo. Here it is.
You're praising this speech and you're talking, he was coherent for the whole speech. Geraldo, that is hardly the standard. And by every objective measure, 2/3 of the country can't make ends meet. They're living paycheck to paycheck. That's 2/3 of the country. The average family household is now paying $10,000 because of Biden inflation. There's not one single thing you could really point to and say, wow, Joe really succeeded here, did he?
Well, Sean, the first thing I'd like to start with is a question. Our friend Governor Sanders, the hit of the night, said the world is now divided Republican. It's not Republican, Democrat, right, left, red, blue anymore. It's normal and crazy. Normal, crazy. So I want to ask you, Sean, which side of that divide, normal, crazy, is Marjorie Taylor Greene? Is she the new normal? Because if she is, the Republicans are not going to win any more elections.
I'll answer. You asked the question. The Green New Deal radical socialists are absolutely insane, and there's no such thing as a moderate Democrat that exists in Washington or seemingly around the country. So, yeah, I would say they're all crazy, those people that are making policy that stop building the wall, that stop domestic energy production, those people that believe in defunding, dismantling the police, those people are crazy, yes, insane, out of their minds.
So now Marjorie Taylor Greene will set the tone for the rest of us? That is our
Why?
future?
Because she called out
if
a lie?
Think the
I'll let
midterm
Stephen Miller, he's actually not a potted plant. I'll let him respond.
Oh, Sean Hannity. He decided to go to another panelist and allow somebody else to respond to a question he received. No, he's not willing to say Marjorie Taylor Greene is normal. Think about how ironic that is. That is basically the lowest bar possible. Are they normal? Are they, off their rocker? So he understands clearly where the leadership of the party is currently. And will he say anything to challenge the leadership inside of the Republican Party? Of course not. He has no backbone. All right, my dear sister, what are your thoughts here?
Oh, sorry. Well, the question with this is, can DeSantis get away with the things that Trump regularly gets away with? I think we can acknowledge the hypocrisy of Trump calling DeSantis out for something like this. But in the past, Trump has been known to get away with things that other people just don't get away with or can't. He has said and done equally creepy things in the past, some during the time that he was actively running for president, both times, and millions of Americans still voted for him. He didn't win the popular vote either of those times, but millions of Americans were still willing and able to overlook his worst transgressions. Will they make the same concessions for DeSantis? I don't think we can really say at this point, but unfortunately for DeSantis, he doesn't have the same shield or aura that Trump has. He has his most ardent supporters literally thinking that he's some sort of divine being that was sent down from heaven to save America. I don't really know how DeSantis can compete with something like that. And as far as Hannity goes, he did a good job of deflecting the question back to the left, because what Geraldo was asking him to do would have splintered the right. And Hannity can't acknowledge that someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene is quote unquote crazy, because she is, for better or for worse, a major player in the modern GOP. If people like Geraldo don't like that and would prefer to see the GOP go in a different direction away from people like her, then I think it's good that he's voicing that concern on Fox News. But I don't think that someone like Sean Hannity is ready to align himself with that mission. This brand of GOP works for Hannity. He's not going to take it down.
Yeah, well said.